For the first time under new head coach John Summerall, the Florida Gators have landed a transfer portal commitment. DJ Coleman, you are a Florida Gator.
You are Locked On Gators, your daily podcast on the Florida Gators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Locked On Gators, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thanks for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day every day. We are available daily and free with the podcast and on YouTube. I am Brandon Olsen, as always. Glad to be here, lifelong Florida Gators fan. And the Florida Gators just landed what I think is a fantastic addition to the secondary. He's someone that we've been talking about for a few weeks now, and he's a Florida Gator. DJ Coleman, Baylor defensive back, safety, nickel. Welcome to the family, right? Welcome to the family. I see you all in the chat. I love you all. It's good, right? It's good to be back. Where are the glasses? Billy Napier ain't here anymore. Billy Napier ain't here. We don't put the shades on anymore for a commit. We do celebrate, though, right? We do celebrate when the Florida Gators land a stud out of the transfer portal, and that's what they did with DJ Coleman. Again, that's the kind of move we're talking about when it's like, oh, actually landing good quality football players with proven production at the Power 4 level, and you go and you get them and you make this team that much better. He's someone who can immediately step in at the star or nickel. I've said it before. I prefer him at star. I would gladly still take him at nickel, or I would gladly still take him at safety, even if he's not playing star. I think he's a hell of a football player. I think it's as simple as that. We're talking about someone that has good size. This is 6'1", 210 pounds. Someone that plays in the Baylor defense, which, by the way, not easy to play in, right? You got to be pretty smart to play in that defense and to play at it or play in it at a high level as well. And that's what you got with DJ Coleman. Liking this pickup, go Gators. There we go. But yeah, DJ Coleman, a huge addition. Yeah, we started talking about him a few weeks ago. And full disclosure, when I started talking about him, similar to Adam Trick, the Miami of Ohio edge that was on campus this weekend, both these guys, when I started talking about them, I had no idea that Florida would even be interested in, let alone seriously pursue them. But they did the right thing here by going after DJ Coleman. They did the right thing here by prioritizing DJ Coleman. And I will say prioritize because we were told, hey, Kansas safety Lyric Rawls is going to be on campus this weekend too. And then that didn't happen, right? And part of why I believe that didn't happen is because of DJ Coleman being on campus. He was the only safety on campus. He's the only safety that ever had a visit actually scheduled that we knew would actually happen and get confirmed. That's the guy, right? Like this is a guy who's going to come in instantly and start and be a big-time contributor. 2023 and 2024 was a rotational player in this Baylor secondary, was mostly playing straight-up safety, but was a rotational player there. And then in 2025, starting role in the nickel, big addition, big help there. Again, and I will say this, they're not done. Right, that this staff is not done adding players in this transfer portal window. They're not done adding players this weekend, I would assume. But this is a damn good football player that they've added. This is a starter quality safety that you added as your first addition in the John Summerall era out of the transfer portal. That's what you did. You got a starter quality safety. Again, 6'1", 210 pounds. Great instincts. Again, I don't know how else to explain it other than to say, if you play in this Baylor defense and you are I'll say interior DB, right? If you're a safety or a star, you need to be smart to execute it at a high level. Okay, you need to be smart to do it. I'm talking about like the Jalen Petries. Adam Trick has a scheduled visit day too. Adam Trick already visited this weekend. Look, guys, I'm going to pull the curtain a little bit. There were quite a few players that were on campus this weekend that did not come public, or if they did came public later, that at the time of the visit starting were not public and people didn't know about. That's why we saw it throughout the week of like, oh, these players are on campus right now. It's not like they just happen to be in Gainesville. Like they were secret schedules or secret visits set up. The DJ Coleman edition is huge. Again, 6'1", 210, smart to play in this defense, to play safety or star in this Baylor defense. You need to be smart to do that. And now I think he's going to be a seamless fit in this defense, in this Brad White, John Sumrall, Greg Gasparito, Chris Collins as safety coach. Talk about that fit. I think it's going to be huge. And look, again, I'll say this. I think that DJ Coleman has more value at star. I still think he's an SEC guy at safety. I think he's a big-time player that you got. I think he's one of the best safeties in the portal. I don't even know what his ranking is, but also let's just be clear. Transfer portal rankings really don't matter. They don't. In the sense of like what position guys are at, doesn't matter. Big-time hitter, or I'll say in the sense of he likes to come downhill and hit. Like he's into that. He's into just coming downhill, hitting, making plays. And so I think that when you've got a guy with, by the way, great athlete, like that's what we're talking about. We're talking about someone who, will he work out? Hopefully. But the process tells you this is a damn good football player they brought in. You got experience, you've got athleticism, you've got straight up football skill. What are you not like what are you missing there? 0 touchdowns allowed this year, 2 picks, 3 passes broken up. We're talking about a damn good football player that has, by the way, a good missed tackle rate. He was someone that I spoke about when we first spoke about him, that in 2023 had a really good missed tackle rate. In 2024, less so. And then in 2025, when he played full-time star, right back to it. So I love this addition, and I'm not trying to just gas up every addition that this coaching staff is going to make in the transfer portal. I'm really not trying to do that. I just really, really like the addition of DJ Coleman. He's someone I've been pounding the table for. Is he a dog? Hell yeah, he's a dog. But most importantly, he's a Gator. Don't forget that one. Don't get that twisted. So that's that. Tell me Trick is coming to UF. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think that he's probably going to take all 4 of his visits before making a decision because he's that kind of player. But I think getting DJ Coleman is huge. I will also say this, DJ Coleman, there were other schools vying for him. And obviously, transfer portal opened. They took a visit the next day. Nothing else ever came to fruition, right? This was, hey, Florida, DJ Coleman. I saw a question before that I wanted to answer. I haven't seen his film yet. Do you feel he's better than Denson? Gates was great and Hayward has done decent. How is he compared to those guys? I think he's better than them all. I do. I think he's better than them all. And look, I'm a Denson guy. I was very open about that the whole time. 2025 is a down year for him, especially in coverage. But I think that when you're talking about DJ Coleman coming in and you're talking about just who's best at star there, I think it's DJ Coleman. I think he's a hell of a football player. I love it. As Ray Graves Goat said, PFF better than Denson, I think, for what that is worth. I think he grades well in tackling too. Yeah, he grades really well in tackling. A 71.7 is pretty damn good. Heard anything on Jaden Ball? We'll hear about Jaden Ball when we hear about Jaden Ball. Like it's as simple as that. I'm not trying to be a D-bag about this, but it's like you get the messages, the tweets all the time. It's just like you hear things when you hear things. He's trying to make a decision. He's got to make a decision at some point, and we get there. But right now, we're talking about the Florida Gators adding DJ Coleman to their secondary, right? We're talking about him coming to the secondary. Isn't he coming off an injury? Would he be available to play? He's good to go. Jontez Williams is the one coming off of the injury. DJ Coleman, good to go. Played in every game this year. Started every game this year at star. I mean, if you look at like PFF, it'll sometimes say strong safety. I think that's just depending on literally where they are on the first snap. But yeah, I think that DJ Coleman's a huge addition. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk about what's next for the Florida Gators. We'll talk about how they just got a guy that's going to slot right in as a big time starter and going to make this defense a hell of a lot better when we get back with Locked On Gators. Fridays already feel different during basketball season, and FanDuel's making them even better, right? Every Friday night before the games tip off, FanDuel gives fans a new way to kick off the weekend with NBA Happy Hour. NBA Happy Hour is your official pregame, a limited time window where special offers drop right inside the FanDuel app before the action starts. So before tip-off, check the FanDuel app, see what's dropping during NBA Happy Hour every Friday from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A little basketball, a little action, whole lot of fun, and a whole lot of Friday energy. That's NBA Happy Hour only on FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NBA. And there's nothing like college sports, right? Going to football, basketball, whatever it is you want to go to. Tailgates, packed stadiums, packed arenas, everything being right there in the middle of it. That's why, personally, college sports in person, way better than any other experience because you do not match that kind of energy anywhere else. The energy, the bands just playing music, it's all going nuts. That's why GameTime gives the advantage back to fans. It's the easiest way to unlock amazing college tickets and experiences in just a few taps. Take the guesswork out of buying college tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, use code LOCKEDONCollege for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, it's code LOCKEDONCOLLEGE for $20 off. Download the GameTime app today. Thanks again for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day every day. We are available daily and free wherever it's in the podcast and on YouTube. I'll tell you this right now. We're going to be talking about DJ Coleman on tomorrow's episode of Locked On Gators as well, because I'll tell you, I am jacked up on Mountain Dew for this one. Yeah, you old bass, we're not wearing sunglasses on commits anymore. We'll find something. We'll find something to do, but no sunglasses on commits anymore. This is no longer the Billy Napier era. We are serious about football now. That's what this is. Again, I love the addition of DJ Coleman. I cannot express that enough. When we started talking about him a few weeks ago, had no idea that Florida was going to pursue him. And I'll be honest about this, like, or not even saying like, oh, I'll be honest about this. I'll let you guys know this part. There's a lot of guys that I talk about with the transfer portal that at the time that I talk about them, especially before the portal opened, those guys we were talking about, that I had no idea whether Florida would or would not pursue these guys. Okay. So I just want to say that, like, DJ Coleman, Adam Trick, again, Adam Trick is a guy I was pretty confident that they were not going to pursue, and he was on campus this weekend. So big there. I think DJ Coleman instantly comes in and upgrades his secondary, where, like, this is a team that has needs, right? This is a team that has quite a few needs. Most of them are on offense, but on defense, you're talking about rotational players. You're talking about significant contributor at safety. You got to replace Aaron Gates is gone from star. Sharif Denson is gone from star. Josiah Davis is gone from star. That leaves you with Lagonza Hayward. And I love Lagonza as a recruit. I like what he did as a true freshman in 2025. I don't want to bank on him being a guy that's going to be able to step in, play significant snaps right away, and be a starter. I like having a guy like DJ Coleman, who I think can start for you at star, but can also start for you at safety. Even if you had Jordan Castell here still, DJ Coleman's a better safety than him. I love Bryce Thornton. I think DJ Coleman's a better safety than him. I think DJ Coleman's a hell of a ball player. I really do. I think you just added someone who's going to come in and immediately be one of the better players in your secondary, maybe the best player in your secondary. All right, we'll see what happens with Cormani and Dijon and Javari and all those other guys at corner. But right now, your best safety, DJ Coleman. Your best nickel, DJ Coleman. No other way to put it. I can't express that enough. He's just, simply put, a dude. Simply put, a dude. Can contribute against the run, can contribute in coverage, obviously. Has had some opportunity as a pass rusher. You know, he had maybe 2 rushes every game, which is starkly different from what we saw with Sharif Denson, who was basically playing outside linebacker. But DJ Coleman, he brings a skill set to the table that you didn't have previously. Again, he brings 6'1", 210. That's a pretty big dude. Okay. He brings great speed. I would say he probably runs like a 4.43. So he probably runs like a 4.43 40-yard dash. Great speed, great instincts in zone coverage, great communicator, because again, you have to be able to play You have to be able to communicate in that kind of defense, that Dave Aranda defense, which, by the way, very similar at its skeleton, very similar to what Ron Roberts did, but very different up front. But similar to what Ron Roberts, Pete Golding at Ole Miss, like similar to those kinds of guys from that same tree, which I know a lot of people hate the scheme. Ignore that I'm saying that scheme. What I'm saying is you need to be smart to be a high-quality safety or nickel in that scheme. And DJ Coleman was that for Baylor. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about a smart guy with great athleticism that wants to come down and hit. That's a big thing, too. Like, Jordan Castell did not want to come down and hit. Now you got a guy that wants to come down and hit. We're talking about a team that just got a lot better. Again, first portal edition of the John Summerall era. I know it sounds like I'm just gassing this up right now, right? But again, I'm being very genuine here. This is a guy that I didn't know if Florida was going to pursue, and I was saying, Florida, please go pursue. I've done that with guys that Florida ended up not pursuing, and guys that Florida has ended up pursuing and not getting, the Keon Colemans of the world, the Cassius Howells of the world. We've done this before. Now we did it, and it's a player that actually landed. Immediate, instant impact player. Big time addition. Okay? Coach Collins, coming over from Kentucky, just got himself one hell of a safety. Again, and I say safety because he is a safety. Whether he's going to play star or safety, don't know, don't care. I think he'd be better at star, but again, I would still gladly take him at safety. And there have been plenty of players that Florida has looked at since I've started hosting this show that I've said I would take him at star, but I wouldn't take him at anywhere else. Or I would take him at safety and I wouldn't take him anywhere else. Not one of those guys. This is a guy that he's just good enough to get him on the field. I saw someone ask, I haven't seen him play. Would you compare him to someone like Triquez Bridges? No, because don't forget, Triquez Bridges was a corner he was a safety in high school that moved to corner at Oregon, that then moved back to safety to come to Florida. And then he ended up needing to play corner at Florida when injuries piled up. So I wouldn't compare him in that sense of like, this is a guy that's been at this position and has played, again, whether it's safety or star. He's been here. He has played those positions. He's been successful at those positions. He's done that. He's a baller. I know you're high on this kid, been calling it for a while now. Dude, I'm happy. Honestly, that's just what it like. When there's a guy that I see hit the portal and I go, hey, go get him, and then they actually go get him, I get happy about stuff like that. I do. It's nerdy. I get it. I get happy about stuff like that just because it's like, hey, this is a guy that I think is a good football player. And then seeing the coaching staff being like, you know what? He is a good football player. It's not. I know it has nothing to do with me saying it. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm just saying that it's nice to be right? It's like Kevin from The Office when he's like, it's just nice to get one right every once in a while. Like that's what it feels like here with a guy like DJ Coleman. Again, I think he's an awesome addition. I love this move for the Florida Gators. It's an A+ for me. And I think he's just a hell of a baller, really. I really do. A versatile player that's comfortable playing in zone coverage, that has the eyes to play in zone coverage, that has the athleticism to go play whatever spot you need him to play, that has straight line speed, that has the want to and desire to hit people. I freaking love it. I'm just happy to get a good player. We're going to have more live shows from this week. I think this is awesome. We'll probably go live during the week quite a bit and just talk about some portal names that I would pursue or needs that we need. But again, like the Florida Gators got a good football player. This is a thing to be happy about. We're hooping now. We're serious now. We have a coach that is serious now, not sitting on his hands going, hey, send us this film, and then maybe we'll set up a visit next week when you've already committed somewhere else. This is a time to be happy and hooping that you've got guys that are ready to play and ready to contribute. I'm stoked. I don't care that people are going to say I'm sunshine pumping, or that people are going to say I'm glazing, or that people are going to say I'm doing whatever the hell they're going to say I'm doing. The Florida Gators got a good football player out of the transfer portal. The Florida Gators got better today. I'm going to be happy about it. Okay? It's honestly as simple as that. For Locked On Gators, real quick, I see a comment that says John Tez has a visit date, right? John Tez, I believe, is set for January 8th. I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked. No other way to put it. Thanks for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day every day. We are available daily and free with us in the podcast and on YouTube for Locked On Gators. I am Brandon Olsen. Find all my written work with New York Giants on SI, swampsignal.substack.com. And again, something tells me this will not be the last time that we see each other and that we speak to each other tonight. We will talk more about this transfer portal weekend on tomorrow's episode of Locked On Gators. Thank you all for coming in. Let's be freaking happy. And as always, I will see you all next time.